Hi everyone, my name is Mista. I'm an Indian studying in Korea. I am a studying Korea supporter for the past 2 years, and today I'll be interviewing Divya, who's also from India. So she's gonna share her experience about her life in Korea. So let's get started. So Divya, can you please introduce yourself to us?
Yes, okay. So, hi guys, myself is Divya, and I've been living in Korea for like past 1 year, and I'm here to pursue my master's degree in computer engineering. From my end. Okay.
Also mention that you're a GK scholar.
Oh yes, and I'm also a GKS scholar. So the past 1 year, I was actually completing my 1 year of Korean language here, and now from the September onwards, I started my master's degree course.
Okay, thank you for your self introduction. Now let's get on to the questions. Okay, so the first question is what motivated you to choose Korea for your studies?
Okay, for me, exactly like my field is computer engineering. I did my bachelor's in computer engineering, right? So for me, I actually wanted to pursue my master's from a country where, like the technology is little bit developed than India. So I had these two options like US and South Korea. So actually, the GK scholarship plus the technology advancement here is my like a basic motivation to come here.
Yes. Okay, thank you for that answer. Now, the second question is how has your experience been with the language barrier? Have you learned Korean?
So like before coming here, I actually did study basic study of Korean for like 2 years. I was not like into studying Korean because I was doing my bachelor's simultaneously. So I was learning Korean as a hobby. And then after coming here for 1 year, when I did like a like 1 year course of Korean from like Korean people, like Korean teachers, I feel that the barrier is still there because I can't, like I can't speak that fluent, and I'm a very like a shy person. So to strike a conversation in a language which I can't speak well, I feel a little bit nervous. So I think the barrier is important. I mean, like it affects me sometimes.
Yeah, I can understand you. Okay, the third question is what's your favorite thing about living in Korea?
Okay, so like the favorite thing is like safety. For me, I especially feel like because I come from part of a Mumbai, so like traveling late nights in the locals have never made me feel safer. But like when I roam on the streets of Korea at 4 o'clock, like when we hang out with friends at night and we come around 4 at the dormitory, I feel safe on the road. So I think that's the best part I like about Korea. And then the night culture also. I have never experienced night culture in Mumbai, so I cannot say that it's not the best there. It might be best there, but the night culture I experienced here is like, I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
So
even
safety and the night culture.
yeah, even there were times when I came back at home like 5 in the morning from clubbing.
Oh yeah, 5:30. I take
Yeah.
the bus and everything, and it's like like when you're tired in the club at 4 o'clock, and
Yeah.
there is no bus at till 5 o'clock, right? When you go to Seoul, and when I live in Suwon, right? So I have to come back, and there is no bus till five, and I can literally sit on the road, and nobody will come and say, "Hey, girl, do you want to go here?" And no, they just don't care. They just don't bother you and everything. So I like that. Like.
Yeah, totally
Yeah.
agree. Is have you found it easy to make friends in Korea?
If I go with the international peoples, it is easy to make friends with international peoples. But when it comes to Korean people, like for example, like I'm in a lab, right? I work in a lab, so all my lab mates are Korean, and I'm the only international people, and we don't talk much. And I do understand their part because it's hard for them to speak English, and it's hard for me to speak Korean. So I think because of the language barrier, it's hard to make Korean friends, and I don't go outside, so that's more hard. So I think it's hard for me to make like Korean friends.
Yeah, it's actually really hard.
Yeah, and I don't. No, like I don't. Do you ever feel like they don't talk? Even they know that we can speak Korean, still they don't approach and talk.
To be very honest, I'm not sure about that, but like they do talk, like, but mostly people are very quiet. I mean, Koreans are very quiet, I would say.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I've seen like I have literally seen few extroverts.
Yeah, that's true.
Even in my class, everybody's like
Introverted. Yeah.
yeah. I think, and coming from me, like I'm also introvert. So meeting an introvert, no friendship is happening. Yeah.
Okay, so the second last question is, how do you manage your finances in Korea? Is it more expensive than you expected?
Actually, it is more expensive than I expected. Like the food is
Yeah.
costly than the clothes.
I know.
So, yes, it is costly. So how do I manage? Is like I'm a student, right? So I avoid eating outside because restaurant, like eating food outside, is most costly. So I usually cook in the dormitory, and that's how I save a lot of money, like on the foods. And about the clothing is because I'm a very crazy person. I love shopping, so I save money on food and I spend it on clothes. So I think that if you're a student, I will suggest that if you have an option for cooking, you will save a lot of money in that section. And I feel like Korea is costly for food, like like restaurants and everything. So there you save a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that's how I manage my finance. I have a very different account for savings, and yes, I do savings. I have a very different accounts where I do savings, and I avoid eating outside. I cook at home.
Yeah, I completely understand. Being a self-funded student is like,
Oh yes,
oh
but the
my
thing is, like
god.
for us also, we get like a very sufficient amount of money, right? So we have to manage the if you want to buy something and everything, you have to manage everything in that.
Yeah, I know, I can understand because the amount that you receive is not much. Because I have
Yeah,
seen, like, yeah.
it's like cut to cut. It's like if you want to live a lavish life, you can. I think you cannot.
Yeah, not in Korea at least.
Yeah, that's a plus one. That I would like to add.
Yeah. Okay, so the last question is, do you plan to stay in Korea after graduation, or return to India or any other country?
I'm actually going to stay in Korea after my graduation for like 2 years, 2 to 3 years, because as I said that I'm from like a computer background. If I go back to India without any experience, it will be very useless to get this master's degree, because in India they don't care about the international degrees. So anyhow, I have to get experience from Korean companies. So yeah, I'm planning to stay, and my like if I get good opportunities, I might just stay here forever. Because I think like Korea is not that, like it's a good country to stay here. Okay, so it's a good place to stay, like live your life, except about how expensive it is. But rest of the things I really love, like Korea. So I'm okay to even, like stay here for forever. Okay. Genuinely, I'm genuine about this.
Yeah, even I plan on like settling down in Korea. I mean, it's a really good place to be. It's safe. What else you need?
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I don't know about others, but I really feel confident here about like my color or my hair, everything about me. I'm so confident when I'm walking on a street. But in India, like a lot of people have the same shade of, but I still feel like like they look down on you when you have a darker shade of the. So yeah, rest of the things I really like.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you so much for the interview. Guys, you should know this. It's 2 a.m. in the morning, and Divya agreed to give this interview, and I'm so glad that you helped me with this.
Anytime.
Thank you for the favor so much. Also, good luck for your career and everything. Okay, thank you.
Say that I'll get a good job.
Oh, definitely, you will get a good job in Korea.
I'm just asking everybody to pray that I get a good job.
I mean,
Because
that's a basic thing, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
because the thing is, like, because we are like international students.
Yeah.
So I have heard from a lot of international students that, like getting a job here is a little bit harder. It's of course because of the language barrier and like etc reasons. So I'm like, and for me it's very important to get the experience from here. So I'm like, everybody pray I get the job here.
Honestly, I pray both of us get the job because
Oh please, yes.
I wanna settle down here. I mean, like, obviously, I love this country. I'm paying. I'm a self-funded student. I wanna stay here.
I'm living on government's money, but I still love the country. Rest of the things I really love, the weathers, the season, especially it's snowing.
I know, it's so beautiful out
It's
there.
so
I mean, like,
pretty. Yes.
good. I know.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you so much once again.
Yes.
And
Okay. Anytime.
thank you.